Hello everybody, it's your boy, the Warden, and welcome to the World Record Survival Series. This world holds records, but those records are definitely not for the storage situation. Every time I'm working on a project, because the storage room is at the top of the mountain, that means I have to go up and down the mountain. I'm a forgetful person, I can't lie. Every time I'm working on a project, I end up forgetting things, and it means typically like 6 or 7 trips, back and forth, up and down this mountain. What's going on here? We have rails with crying obsidian, with the honeycombs? Like what? Considering the fact that it's now, what, like episode 38 of the series, and I think I'm in this world for the long haul, this build needs to be good. The last episode was a test. The test run, if I do say so myself, it went amazingly. This small Roman build right here, this is pretty much perfect. I like the build. You guys seem to like the build. This is it. This is the storage room vibe. I mean, look at the face on the statue back there. It's literally smiling. It leaves me no option. Build has to be Roman. Besties, my friends, waddlers, today I announce Survival Mega Project. Storage Mega Project. Yeah, Storage Mega Project. It begins today. We have 2 rules for the storage building. Big and Roman. It's not even a question if we're talking Roman. Build quartz. We're gonna need quartz for this build. Whatever we come up with here, it needs to have a lot of this stuff. Unfortunately, I don't really have a lot of this stuff. It means I'm gonna have to do a lot of mining for it, but I mean, it has to be done. If it's Roman, it has to be quartz. Building the entire build out of quartz is a wonderful idea. Really, really nice. Could be cool too. But then I remembered I'm kind of in single player, and there's no shops or anything, and I don't have any kind of bartering farm, so getting a lot of quartz, yikes. Calcite, absolutely amazing. Love this stuff. Definitely want to use that for sure. This stuff, I literally feel like I'm going to throw up right now, but this block family has walls, something that all of the other white blocks in the game, they don't have. Iron is nice, but it's also really modern working. Don't think it'll work. Bones are nice. They would work perfectly, but don't have a bone farm. Wool kind of works, but it's really soft looking. A soft block? No. This needs to be solid, hard, large. Concrete is cool, but it's really flat. Mushroom stem. Oh, mushroom stem. Mushroom stems are literally perfect. Last episode was the test, and look at how wonderful this stuff works with quartz. It's like literally a dream come true. This build is also going to be large. Definitely the biggest build of this entire world when we're done with it. It's going to be a big job. We're going to need blocks that we can get a lot of relatively easily. Like, I'm talking, I don't know, 9 stacks. I mean, 9 stacks of mushroom stem blocks, so the white ones. Yeah, we can get a lot of that stuff easily. I mean, look, we found our last episode. All I have to do is this. Put the mushroom right there in the mycelium, bone meal. That silk touch, this right here. This is a perfect system that works every single time. And even better, sometimes I get these gigantic mushrooms that have like 10 stem blocks or something. I mean, hey, like 90 of those things and the job is fully finished. Piece of cake, right? Essentially, all I need to do is this over and over and over again. I've been composting the potatoes from the APM machine, so I have plenty of bone meal over here inside of this thing. But then I'm also thinking eventually I could start... I mean, I don't need the mushrooms. I could probably compost the mushrooms too. Yeah. Tedious, sure, but really not that hard. This shouldn't take that long. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's precious. 9 stacks of mushroom stem blocks, that wasn't too bad. Took a little bit of time. Took a break in the middle to go over to the nether and fix my tools up. But 9 stacks. They're right here. Beautiful. The Super Composter 3000 over here came in handy big time. I basically composted all the mushrooms, turned it into bone meal, got a little bit more potatoes, turned that into bone meal, and was able to bone meal all the mushrooms. This has all made me realize how I really should have considered maybe setting up a mushroom farm first, though. Yeah, that would have made a lot of sense. Maybe even the most sense even. Diorite. Puke in my mouth. We're gonna need diorite for the build. Despicable. We won't talk about this, alright? And then white wool. I mean, I know I said white wool is a little bit too soft, but maybe I was too harsh. We might use a little bit of white wool on the build as well. And now the reserves of the white wool, they're doing pretty well. We definitely have a lot of white wool. But I don't know how much I'm gonna need. And now, a little secret, we'll keep it between us. The farm has actually been off for like, a couple episodes now. The shears broke and I never replaced them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick. This time, to make it run a little bit longer, we're gonna put 2 shears in every single dispenser. Yep, that's right, not to brag too much or anything, but like I like to say, go big or go home, right? And then while I'm at it, I might as well go ahead and empty this thing out so it can actually fill up again. In preparation, next up today is calcite and Stony Peaks biome. We're gonna need a lot of calcite for the build. Stony Peaks biome that I know about, small problem. I kind of robbed the place of calcite a long time ago. I don't think very much is left there. So, I did a little bit of research about this world. This is what I found. Stony Peaks biome, negative 2303, 1955. That's where we're headed to next. Now, we could definitely go there by boat. That would work. There's a boat right there, and I could sail it in the water. Or, I'm pretty sure this is like roughly the same direction as the Axolotl Outpost. So, the old grimy Axolotl Outpost, that's stop one. Haha, oh yeah, when I was going into the nether to fix the tools, an accident happened, so remind me to fix that later. Thanks. The old Axolotl Outpost, so nostalgic. Hate this place. Tell me why every single time I come over to this place, it's nighttime and I need to sleep. Exactly what I'm saying, and the fish smell, I know. If you can smell that, I'm sorry. It literally reeks over here. But my hunch was exactly correct. Our coordinates right now, the target right there, we're really close. Or like closer than we were before. So this Stony Peaks biome, I don't really know anything about this biome at all. I know that it should exist over here at these coordinates, but aside from that, I'm not sure if there's any calcite there. All I'm saying is there better be calcite there, or else. Now, I'm going to have to get over this big mountain. I have no clue how to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is just go around the mountain and then go over that way. I'm pretty sure we're going kind of like the wrong direction right now. You know what? Never mind. I take it back. Exploration instincts are on point. We're past 1955. Only 1,000 blocks more in the other direction. Not too bad. And hey, would you look at that? I was kind of supposed to remember a flint and steel and obsidian for the next step. Flint and steel right there. Obsidian all over this place. This is meant to be. Pure perfection. Pure perfection. The only way to put it. The only thing that would make this occasion even more perfect is calcite. At the calcite biome. And wow, actually check this out. The Badlands biome, it keeps extending, so that's pretty cool. Kind of looks like we have a desert biome over there. And then my favorite ocean type of all time, the warm ocean biome over here too. This section of the world is like perfect. If I wasn't living where I was living right now, like this would be the spot. Water based on top of the warm ocean with the Badlands biome, the desert over there, the jungle. Like it's all here. Maybe we need to move. On the other hand, give up the gigantic beetroot farm. I don't know if I'd ever be able to forgive myself for doing that. In other news, calcite biome, check. Definitely calcite over there. It's wonderful. Also, unfortunately, it kind of looks like the Stony Peaks biome is completely off of the map at this point, so guess I don't really need that. But in other news, calcite. How much calcite is here? Is there a lot? Can't tell quite yet. Definitely need to get up there. There's only one way to tell, lads, and that's going to be climb the top of the mountain and check this thing out for ourselves up close. Is there a lot of calcite? There needs to be. I don't know. I don't know. Yes. Actually, never mind. I take it back. How could I have doubted you? There's a lot of calcite here. This is a good amount. I think what I'm going to try and do is sleep. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and sleep, and then I think what I might do is try and mine all of this calcite. Honestly, I have no clue how much calcite this is going to end up being. If it's like an absurd amount, I mean, maybe I'll just leave some of it here, but mine the calcite. Now for storage, unfortunately, no shulker box quite yet, but ender chest definitely. The ender chest too, it's kind of technically the OGs, so using a shulker box for this is kind of like cheating. Like, it's just not good. So basically, mine the calcite, open the ender chest, put the calcite inside of the ender chest, take it back home and build with him. The calcite biome over here, no connection to it at all. I will most likely literally never come back here for the rest of my life, so I don't care about how it looks. I just rip it all up, take all the profits back home. Calcite mine's so quick too. Like, big shout out to developers for making this insta-mineable. Like, absolutely amazing. You don't even need a beacon in this world. You in the comments? I see you talking about it. What are you talking about? Look at this. I don't need a beacon. Well, I've mined out a lot of this vein, and this is a huge amount of calcite, like an absurd amount. So check this out. I didn't even go that way at all. Looks like there's a lot of calcite up there. Like, it keeps going and going and going. Take a guess. How much calcite do you think I have right now? Maybe like half the ender chest full, one row, 9 stacks. No, I've basically filled up the ender chest right here. I think this should probably be way more than enough calcite for this build and like 5 more builds. So I think we're good. I think we can leave this spot and then just come back later if I ever need more calcite. There's a lot here. Now for the next step, nether quartz, which means nether. I've hatched up a big plan. So the nether quartz over by the base, I've kind of mined like a lot of that nether quartz. However, the nether quartz at this random location inside of the nether, absolutely 100% have not mined that nether quartz. So I think that's where we start. Please be good spawn. Please be good spawn. Basalt deltas. I literally won't be able to find like any nether quartz here. Alright. Alright, well, that leaves me one option. The option is get out of this place. I'm going to need to get out of this biome because this biome is not going to be good. Now, the home portal is at approximately 136, 247 in the nether. Right now, oh, wow. We're, like, way closer than I thought. Alright, well, I see that bit of land, like, right over there. I feel like that kind of makes sense. Let's shoot for that first. I have a little bit of extra stone. Probably should have considered bringing more extra blocks to the nether. I mean, no big deal. We'll make it work. Aha, perfect, perfect. It leads us right over here, nether waste biome. That's so much better. Nether quartz will be all over this place. Not now, guys. Bad time. I'm busy. So I don't know exactly how much nether quartz I'm going to use on the build in the next episode, but I know I'm going to need a lot. Oh boy, I hope I don't regret this next part, but a lot as in maybe one entire ender chest full of nether quartz ore. Like, no fortune, none of that stuff. The raw quartz ore block. We run around the nether and find, like, literally all of this stuff. And unfortunately, this stuff generates in, like, pretty big patches. Like, sometimes you can find, I think, up to 24. I looked it up. So, that'll make things a little bit easier. But an ender chest full of this stuff, no matter how you put it, it's a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Now, obviously, considering the fact that I have already fully filled up my ender chest full of calcite, at some point, I'm gonna need to take a break, go back over to the base, so those coordinates right there, and drop everything off. But an ender chest full. We also have the whole barter option from nether gold, but these are baby piglins, so they're not gonna trade with me. Or maybe they will. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but either way, I think mining this stuff is gonna be a whole lot easier because I don't have very much gold. Oh, that's a big vein. That's a really big vein right there. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I need more of these, please. Maybe this will end up taking me all day. I mean, hopefully not, but at the same time, I have no clue at all. I've never mined this much quartz before in the entire time I played this game. Also, kind of dug in, determined. I need the quartz for the build. The build has to look good. You know, maybe my opinion on this will change in like an hour, so yeah, ask me then. But so far, I've mined out this entire ravine, found a small cave over there, and it's really not that bad. I mean, check this out. My inventory right now, it's looking pretty full, and I have like 5 stacks. I really hope things don't end up switching up here and get really, really annoying, but like, so far, this is nice. I enjoy it. Alright, so a little update for you. Things are going really, really well, but my inventory is absolutely full all the way now, so I kind of need to drop things off. Where I was in the nether was working out really, really well, so I might go back, but it was kind of separated by this gigantic lava ocean, and, you know, with like 10 stacks of nether quartz in my inventory, I don't know if I really want to go over a lava ocean. No big deal. I figured I would make my way back over to the axolotl outpost, then from there, cut back into the nether, back over to the base, and then back into the nether. Round 2. One piece of ancient debris later, and I mean, that wasn't too bad. I think it took maybe like 2 hours of my time, but 2 hours for all this quartz? I'm a little bit short. Yikes. Ooh, that's awkward. How lazy. I know. Well, anyways, we'll mine that in a minute. 27 stacks of nether quartz ore. The final thing, though, that we need to do to prep for the build next episode is set up a spot to build this build. This thing is going to be big. I'm thinking 60 blocks long-ish, 30 blocks wide. Big. This is easily going to be my biggest storage building that I've ever built in survival Minecraft. This is the spot for it. Flashback, Minecraft Guide Season 3. I'm competing against the great here. This is my favorite storage building that I've ever set up. The Storage Cathedral. You might remember it. The Storage Cathedral was nice. What I want to do is basically take the thing that worked about this cathedral, big open hall, and scale it up big time. Design-wise, this build was beautiful. I love this style and would love to recreate something like it at some point, maybe like a museum or something. But I need to do something different. Also, with us potentially being in our current world for a lot longer, I need to have room for expansion. That was the problem with this design. I didn't end up using all the chests inside of it, but if I wanted to keep this world into 1.18, it wouldn't have worked. I wouldn't have had room to store everything inside of this building. Storage Cathedral was great, wonderful even, but this will be even better. So the build. First things first, we want it sitting up on a hill. I want to put this build up on the hill right there because it'll make it feel even more grand. So I'm thinking layer 96 is what we'll build this build on. Now, 60 blocks. I'm not too sure if we have 60 blocks in between here and like here-ish. Definitely gonna have to dig out some of the hill, but let's check this thing out. Build is big, sits on top of the hill, feels even more big. Let's make this easy on ourselves. This spot right here is 1610. Sits on Y96, 1610. Need to go 60 blocks that way. 1610 minus 60, quick math, 1550. Easy enough. 1560, 1550, right over here on the side of this hill. Yeah, this hill is definitely going to be in the way. Gonna have to smooth that one out. That'll be fine. Now we need 30 blocks. Not too sure really where I want to put the front of this build. Maybe we'll do like 1900, make it again nice and easy. So 1900 from this spot right here, we can make a tunnel under it to get to the other side. 30 blocks this way. 1930, that ends like right there. Now I need to take this whole hill out and make this area really flat. But before I do that, do I think the front of the build is at the right spot? Good question, me. That pillar right there with the 2 dirt blocks, that would be the front of the build theoretically. I think it's a little too close. I think I need to back the build up just a little bit more so it's not like overbearing on what I have going on over here. So push it back maybe 10 blocks or so. That'll give us a little bit more space in here to like decorate it and maybe not decorate it. Put mycelium all over. Who knows? 1910. Not a problem. Why 96? Also not a problem at all. While you watch me do the final thing that I need to take care of in today's episode, I'd like to play a little game. You know most of the blocks that we're using on the build. What do you think the build is going to be? Now I'm going to pull some other blocks in to this palette that we talked about today that aren't necessarily white blocks, but calcite, mushroom stem, and tons of quartz. Those are the big 3 though. There's a specific answer, a particular one that I'm looking for, so if you get that right, then... well, again, to be honest, I have nothing to offer you, but if you get it right, that would be pretty cool. So try and call it down in the comments below. Alright, here we go. Big 60 by 30 piece of land flattened, cleared out, 12 by 12 nether quartz cube in the middle. Everything has been going really good, except a small problem. This problem is kind of a good problem, but zombie spawner. The zombie spawner we found a couple episodes ago, it's kind of in the way. I actually shifted everything over towards the wheat field a little bit. Might have to take some of that out. Yeah, zombie spawner right there. I don't want to take it out. I kind of wanted to use it for a farm, so gonna have to figure that out. The very final thing we need to take care of in today's episode to put us at the perfect spot for the next one is Fortune 3, all of this nether quartz. The tools took a beating when I was clearing out all this land. Plan is to use the experience from the nether quartz to fix up the tools, hopefully all the way. All I ask for at this point is pretty simple. One single double chest all the way full of nether quartz. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's not too much to ask for. 12 by 12 by 12 cube. Let's see if we can do it. Ah, yes, the final slice. This has been a lot of mining, like not only nether quartz, but everything today. I wonder if I had a beacon over here, would I have been able to insta-mine all this stuff? Well, anyways, here goes nothing. I'm pretty sure I know the results of this one, but one double chest full of nether quartz, did we do it? Oh, absolutely. Over a double chest full of nether quartz. I mean, to be honest, I actually kind of thought I was going to end up with a little bit more than just this, but I mean, it's not bad. This should do perfect. So you know the rules of the game. What do you think this build is going to end up being? Take a guess down in the comments below. That's it for this episode of Minecraft Survival. Hope you enjoyed it. Big shout out best gang in the world, Patron Gang, The Great Vegeta, Kira and Maeve, and Inferus MC. Thank you so much. This time next episode, our biggest build ever, it'll be built and sitting right here. Oh yeah, and I kind of keep forgetting to show you the other stuff I found in the nether. This stuff right here, not the map, our first warp nylium in the world. Truly so special. Playlist and video on the end slide. Check one of them out. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.